Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the reading of Standing Order 65 of Isiolo County Assembly Standing Orders and Standing Order R36 is very clear on the sittings and the procedure of impeachment of the governor. Mr. Speaker, we have had cases where there were two clerks, there are conflicting gazette notices, and Mr. Speaker, for House to be functional, it should be in a gazetted place. We should have a speaker, we should have a mess, we should have House Business Committee that has sanctioned the order of the House. Mr. Speaker, we should have necessary modification to ensure there is proper sitting, Mr. Speaker. On this aspect, the County Assembly has struggled. Mr. Speaker, you know I'm the greatest champion of MCS. I've always wished that their welfare be looked at. I always wish they have more development fund. But they must follow the law. Mr. Speaker, we cannot hang an innocent man. As Lord Denning would say, I better send 10,000 guilty men than to hang in gallows one innocent man. And we are invited to decide, Mr. Speaker, tonight and today evening, Mr. Speaker. We have set the precedent, Majority Leader, and I want, with all due respect, to advise Majority Leader to have faith in his own committees. If there is a problem in Isiolo County Assembly, the Devolution and Intergovernmental Committee chaired by Senator Mohammed Abbas should pick it up immediately the way we did with Nyamira, Mr. Speaker, and sort out that issue once and for all, Mr. Speaker. That is why we have committees, Mr. Speaker. By the time we agree, Mr. Speaker, even I ask a question whether they have a YouTube channel. Senate proceedings are being televised live. You can realize there was no media, there was no live stream, they don't have a YouTube channel, there is a website, but they don't function, Mr. Speaker. We just needed that evidence to know whether the sitting was there, Mr. Speaker, including the red recordings. In fact, my colleague, Learned Senior, talked about that the answer was vandalized. Then how did you cook the answer reporting before the House? Mr. Speaker, we know there are people who are expert in cooking chai and mandazi, but Senate cannot be part of icing or putting any kachumbari into the process that have been. Mr. Speaker, I support this motion.
Senator Hamida Kibwana.
Asante Bwana Spika. Bwana Spika, mchakato wa kung'oa kiongozi aliyechaguliwa na watu kusema kweli si jambo rahisi, ni jambo zito. Kwa hivyo hapa Seneti wanauliza kitu kidogo tu, kuwa ushahidi uko wapi. Na mimi langu sitazungumza sana, ni kuuliza tu kama kuna ushahidi wowote ungeletwa na tuweze kuendelea. Na tulikuwa hatuna haraka yoyote. Kwa hivyo kama hamna ushahidi wowote, na kweli tumeona video na tukajaribu kuuliza maswali na bado hayako, na maswali yenyewe tumejibiwa kuwa kulikuwa hakuna kikao. Kwa hivyo tunasikitika tu sana kuwa labda huu ushahidi umeletwa kabla walikuwa hawajajitayarisha vilivyo. Kwa hivyo huu ni kiongozi anafaa kung'olewa, lakini pia ang'olewe kwa njia ya haki. Na mimi na support mjadala, nasema bado tunangoja kama kuna ushahidi wowote, lakini kama hamna ushahidi ni masikitiko makubwa kuwa hatuwezi kuendelea na kukata sisi kama majaji mambo hayo tuyamalize kama hatuna ushahidi wowote. Asante Bwana Speaker.
Senator Wamatenga.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for also giving me this opportunity to add my voice to the debate. Mr. Speaker, allow me, Mr. Speaker, to divert a bit and play the devil's advocate. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is the second time we're dealing on matters PO, and we are living in an age where, Mr. Speaker, digital artificial intelligence has become the way of doing things. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would want to throw a challenge to each and every senator sitting in this room. For the second time, Mr. Speaker, we are hearing allegations, threshold not met, meetings do not take place. Mr. Speaker, we have committees, standing committees. We have committee of devolution chaired by my good friend here. We have several committees that can attempt to solve some of these issues so that they do not even make, in the first place, their way into this House. Mr. Speaker, I would want to request each and every one of us, if we must make devolution work, if we must empower MCAs to do what they need to do and to do it light-free. In a house where we have gurus of law, in a house where we have lawyers, and many of them have stood and said they are lawyers, let us also take it upon ourselves, Mr. Speaker, to go to our counties and educate the MCAs on the procedures that they must follow, Mr. Speaker. Indeed, it is very unfortunate, Mr. Speaker, that the MCAs have sat many hours trying to work on something where last the process that they are following, Mr. Speaker, is not lightful. Mr. Speaker, as the majority leader said before here, we had a Kerisho case here where the threshold was not met. Mr. Speaker, in this House, we have lawyers. Why can't we frontier ourselves and go and educate our colleagues? Because the success of this country is the success of every one of us. Mr. Speaker, it is important that we who have lived to the city stage, that we must take it upon ourselves to ensure that we leave a country to a younger generation, a country where listening, a country where, Mr. Speaker, we do not see unwanted destruction of property because of misinformation. Mr. Speaker, let's leverage technology. Let's leverage artificial intelligence so that we do not have this question, were there coverage? At this age, Mr. Speaker, you only need to scroll your phone and Google on that date, and you will see a sitting that was held in every county, anywhere in this country. Mr. Speaker, my prayer and my humble request to us senators, let us do something for this country. Mr. Speaker, I submit.
Senator Oburu Odinga.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a very, very important case before the Senate, and Mr. Speaker, we must do justice. And to do justice, Mr. Speaker, we must follow the law, and we must follow the law strictly, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the burden of proof lies with the accuser. The person who is accusing is the one who has the burden of proof. And we cannot teach people bad habits. We don't want to teach our counties bad habits where they bring half-baked evidence, or they don't want to bring, maybe they hide some, or they don't want to bring, or they bring those which are not convincing to us as senators. And they expect us to just act on them and approve whatever they are bringing. Mr. Speaker, we must teach them good habits. And the process is just as important as the substance itself, Mr. Speaker. So as much as we would like, and I would have liked to hear this case through, I would have liked to hear it all through so that we know the problems in Isiolo. I have not been to Isiolo for a very long time, and I would have liked to know, and we don't want the Isiolo people to continue suffering. But if this case is as serious as the MCAs want us to believe, let them go back and prepare properly and bring it back so that we can follow all the procedures. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to say much more than that, but I support that we send this matter back and let them, because I believe there was no meeting. I believe that from the facts presented to us here, personally I'm persuaded, Mr. Speaker, that there was no meeting to impeach the governor, and therefore we cannot act on facts which were created thereafter. They should have been created before and thought about thoroughly. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chimera.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have no doubt in my mind that there was an attempt, and I repeat, Mr. Speaker, there was an attempt by the County Assembly of Isiolo to sit, table, and debate an impeachment motion against the governor, Mr. Speaker. As to whether, Mr. Speaker, the County Assembly of Isiolo indeed sat is the crux of the matter that this Senate has been invited, Mr. Speaker, to make a determination on, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have listened to arguments from my many colleagues. And, Mr. Speaker, the good Senator for Nandi, Sen.Cherargei, Mr. Speaker, with tremendous respect, being my learned junior, Mr. Speaker, has told you, or rather told this House, that the law is clear, Mr. Speaker. But I want to say, Mr. Speaker, in this matter, Mr. Speaker, the law is not clear, Mr. Speaker. In this matter, Mr. Speaker, the law is two-pronged. Can I be heard in silence, Mr. Speaker?
What is your point of order, Senator Fernandez?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Understanding order 101, their contents of speech. Why is he discussing my competence and ability, which precedes me? Mr. Speaker, instead he should withdraw and apologize. He should not behave like a librarian somewhere who tried to say it to me.
Order,
Mr.
honorable
Speaker,
senators.
Mr. Speaker, you had made a ruling that if a senator or anybody should not be discussed. Mr. Speaker, you should withdraw and apologize. Or we can go and bring a court order against him.
Order, Senator Manzo. Senator Fernandez, when were you admitted to the bar?
Mr. Speaker, I decline to answer because I'm not on trial. I'm not on trial. Am I on trial? I'm not, Mr. Speaker.
Very well.
So he should withdraw and apologize.
Senator Chimera, conclude your submissions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for that protection. Mr. Speaker, I was telling the good senator, and by extension the whole Senate, that the law is two-pronged. It is procedural, it is equally substantive, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as the law is procedural, we all know there's a procedure, even in county assemblies, as to the question of trying to removing a sitting government, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, counsel for the governor have ably tabled documents in form of affidavits that actually speak to whether the assembly sat or not, Mr. Speaker. On the contrary, Mr. Speaker, we have not seen any document, Mr. Speaker, from the county assembly that seeks to either concoct and say that there was even an order, Mr. Speaker, just to prove to this House that, Mr. Speaker, indeed, there was a special sitting that sat, debated, and passed a resolution, Mr. Speaker, towards removing the government, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what is good for the goods, Mr. Speaker?
What is the point of order, Senator for Kericho?
Mr. Speaker.
You see, Mr. Speaker, I have really tried to restrain myself not to interrupt colleagues because I believe it's a respectful thing to do. But also I wish that the same respect that we accord to each other, we pass it to the county assembly because they are an equal entity just like us. It is not proper, Mr. Speaker, for a colleague to rise and state that there was nothing that shows that there was a sitting in the county assembly, including an order paper, while volume 3 of the document of the county assembly has all those documents, Mr. Speaker. Is it really fair? That's why I want to ask colleagues, even as you debate, I'm not saying I want to inform how you will vote, but be fair to the county assembly, Mr. Speaker. Don't castigate them on lies.
Senator Chimera, be factual in your submissions. Proceed.
May I proceed, Mr. Speaker? Mr. Speaker, what I was saying is, what is good for the goods, Mr. Speaker, must equally be good for the Ghana. Mr. Speaker, the last impeachment we had here was about the governor of Kericho, Mr. Speaker. And this Senate unanimously, Mr. Speaker, terminated proceedings at a PO level, Mr. Speaker. What has so fundamentally changed that there was an issue of threshold then, and right now, Mr. Speaker, there's a PO, Mr. Speaker, that is equally technical, Mr. Speaker, and we are being told to close our eyes, Mr. Speaker, and allow the Senate to proceed and listen to this motion, Mr. Speaker. Yet, in the earlier impeachment motion, Mr. Speaker, we actually pronounced ourselves on the same, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to say I support this motion, Mr. Speaker, and thank you for those many remarks, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Wakoli.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa nafasi hii. Kwanza ni kujadili iwapo kulikuwa na kikao, iwapo kulikuwa na kumbukumbu ama rekodi za vikao, na vikao hivi vilikuwa vya kina nani na wahusika walikuwa kina nani, Mheshimiwa Spika. Jinsi nimeona vitabu vikiinuliwa hapa, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni kusema kwamba vikao vilikuwepo. Lakini cha muhimu ni kwamba vilikuwa vikao halisi ama vilikuwa vikao gushi. Na iwapo vilikuwa vikao halisi, ni lazima wajieleze. Jambo la pili, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni video ambayo nimeona hapa ndani ikionyesha ofisi iliyokuwa imevunjwa, vifaa vimebomolewa, na ikanipa taswira ya maandamano yaliyokuwepo juzi, Mheshimiwa Spika, kwamba kwembli kule Isiolo kuna wahuni, kuna majambazi. Na iwapo ni hivyo, Mheshimiwa Spika, lazima tuwafuate, wakamatwe, kwa sababu wanahujumu shughuli za kaunti ya Isiolo. Mwisho kabisa, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni kwamba Waswahili husema kuku akijipata kwenye kesi ambaye mwewe ndio jaji atapata haki. Na jambo la pili, iwapo umewafuga kuku wamevuka ua na unampata mbweha anawaandama kuku wako, utamfurusha mbweha ama mkungute na fimbo alafu mkamate kuku mrudishe kwenye boma? Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Spika.
Senator Kathuri.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, also for this opportunity to make a brief comment on Honorable Speaker, protect me from this right here.
You're duly protected. Proceed, yes.
So, Mr. Speaker, you know, I've heard so many stories about Isiolo in the Senate committees, when committees visited the county. So, Mr. Speaker, personally, this week, I was very happy because Isiolo is my neighbor, just next door neighbor, to know the issues that are in Isiolo County. But today, Mr. Speaker, also looking at this document, which has never, Mr. Speaker, this is public participation evidence, this big document. So, Mr. Speaker, I thought I would be able to scrutinize all these issues this week so that I can be able to know exactly the issues in Isiolo. I've never interacted with whatever happens there because I'm not in any of those committees. But, Mr. Speaker, looking at what has happened through the PO, it is like I've lost that opportunity. And listening to my colleagues, it's like I'm losing that opportunity to understand what is happening. So, Mr. Speaker, mine is to say, if the issues in Isiolo, the only house that can help Isiolo sort its problem is the Senate. We can never run away from our responsibility, Honorable Speaker. The committees mentioned, devolution, PAC, CPIC, any other committee, health, I saw them in Isiolo. We have that responsibility to assist Isiolo work. So, Mr. Speaker, this House has a big responsibility, even though we will make a decision today one or the other. We are elected by the people of Kenya to defend devolution. And, Mr. Speaker, I would be very happy indeed if committees of this House, even if it's 5 or 6 or 7 or 10, to join Isiolo County, to visit Isiolo. And then also, I will request that as all this happens, I will also request that my brother and Governor Guyo be a friend of this House. Whatever will be the